Hey everyone, Big Pauly back for a brand new video. Yes, just back to talk a little bit about a few films that I've recently seen. There is going to be a little bit of a difference in this video, what I'll explain in a minute. But let's get into it and let's talk about some of the stuff that I've watched on physical media. Okay, so normally when I do these videos, I try to do them monthly, but you know, it sometimes laps over. I mean, there's only so many movies you can watch in a week. I had tried to get 10, but unfortunately I fell short and ended up with 4. Okay, but I'm just going to throw these videos out after I've done a few films. You know, I'm not going to wait a whole month or 2 months. As soon as I've got about 5 reviews, you know, 5 thoughts, then I'm just going to shove a little video. It may be shorter than the regular one, but that may be the best option, just to get them out there and get them done. Okay, so we've got 4 to talk about. First one, because of Twisters obviously being in. Oh yeah, by the way, this is going to be a little bit of a different video because I normally do my fancy editing and try to splice it together so it doesn't look like I'm such a knob when it comes to talking about movies. Yes, you wouldn't believe how many outtakes there are and how many times it takes me to record a section. So I'm not going to do it with this one. I'm just going to do it raw. We're going raw, people, and we're just going to see what kind of a disaster this turns out to be. I'd like your comments. I'd like your comments if you want me to carry on doing these type of videos, these things that I've watched in like an edited format, so it looks a little bit more professional, or if you want me to just sit here like a slob and just continuously let the camera run and just see what comes out of my mouth. We're going to try it anyway. But yeah, stick it down in the comments. How do you want it to go? Oh, right, okay. See, normally I probably would have edited that out. Twister with Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt. Brilliant film from the 1990s, 1996, I believe. I think. Yes, this is, what is it? It's a turbine, isn't it? Yeah, this is a turbine release. I think this is German. Pretty sure this is a German release. It comes with a Dolby Atmos soundtrack, and it also comes with Oro 3D. Which obviously I can't play that soundtrack because I don't have an Oro 3D converter. But anyway, we're here to talk about this. So Twister, obviously it's about Bill Paxton going out tornado hunting with Helen Hunt and Philip Seymour Hoffman and some flying cows. That's all you need to know. A group of people going tornado hunting and getting disasters in the way and seeing crap happen. Yeah, great film. One of the best action disaster films from the 90s. There is recently a 4K release in America. There hasn't been a release over here yet, but I do have an order in for a 4K collector's steelbook, which is not out until October, I think. So I'm waiting for that one. Yeah, but I decided to get this one. I decided to get the Turbine edition. They did this, Dragonheart and Daylight, but I only got this one and Daylight. It comes with some nice discs in there. Oh, lovely discs. And it also comes with a really thick book and some pictures in there. And there's the sticker that was on the outside. So I'm really happy with this edition. I don't think I will get rid of it, even when I do get the 4K. I did write a few notes down on this one, though, that I found was maybe not brilliant. There is some light grain throughout the film, but it's not distracting. I think the picture quality is really good, but the one thing that was lacking was the bass. When you've got this thunderous tornado ripping through everything, there was just not enough bass in it. That's the problem. And it's got a Dolby Atmos soundtrack. So I'm really hoping that there's going to be a lot more bass in the 4K release. Obviously, if you've got the 4K, let me say, I told you this is going to end up crap. Let me know down in the comments how the subwoofer is, you know, the bass. Yeah, but yeah, it's a nice addition. It's a fantastic film, and I really can't wait to watch it in 4K when it comes out. But yeah, there you go. That is Twister. Okay, next up, I decided to watch one of my movies that kind of like I picked up from some crappy charity shop, or I can't even remember actually where I bought this from, but it's called Altitude. I mean, I was sold on that cover, like many people are. Yeah, fear is in the air. This stars absolutely nobody I know, as you can see up the top there. And it's about a group of friends that are deciding to fly in a small plane to go and see a Coldplay concert rather than take the bus. Is it Canada? I think it might be Canada. I can't quite remember, but it might be Canada that they've got to go to, or one part of Canada to the other. I don't know. It's 86 minutes long. It's like a road trip, but on a plane. But the thing is, there's a problem with the plane. Something happens with the mechanics of it, and like the elevator flaps get stuck, so that the plane ends up going up, and they can't level it off. And there's a stupid scene that you're going to imagine that you're like 30,000 feet in the air, and one of the kids decide, yeah, they are kids, and one of the kids decides, if I can get outside of the plane at like 300 miles an hour, then I can maybe dislodge it. So there he is, hanging on the back of the plane. That is stupid. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to say it was crap, because it wasn't crap. It was entertaining. It wasn't a laughable crap, because I say it was entertaining. The acting was okay, and it felt like you was actually on the plane with them. There is actually something up there with them, as you can see. Yes. The whole story kind of like has links to, where is she? Is it this one? Yeah, I think it's that one. Who's actually the pilot of the plane. She's just passed her flying exam. But something happened to her mum years ago, but kind of like the two of them collide in kind of like a time distortion type of thing. Yeah, that's all I'll say basically. But it was an entertaining film for what it is. A quid. It's not going to win any bloody awards. It's kind of like one of those late night sci-fi channel type of films, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't a crap film. So it doesn't actually even deserve to have gone in the crap DVD reviews if it had been one, which is not. So yeah, Altitude. Yeah, don't bother buying the Blu-ray. Just try and find it on streaming or something, or on some channel. Like I say, it wasn't that bad. It seemed worse. Bloody Beaster Bunny. Okay, next up we have Carrie. Yes, Chloe Grace Moretz and Julianne Moore in a retelling of the original Carrie with Sissy Spaceship. That's what I call her. Yeah. It is pretty much the same thing. Now, I thought the old Carrie was okay. It didn't blow me away like a lot of people said it would. The performances were fantastic. John Travolta was a knob. I can't remember who played her mum back in the original film. I can't remember who played her mum. But yeah, Sissy Spacek was really good in the film. This one is kind of a lot more modern. And it's the same thing. It's this young girl that's very socially awkward and not liked at school, and they play practical jokes on her, and one of the kids asks her out to the prom. That, you know, it's the same as the original film. Julianne Moore I thought was really good, playing this religious nutcase of a mother. Yeah. And Chloe Grace Moretz I think was brilliant. I thought she was brilliant in it. And you know, the final scene with the school prom, and yeah, everything goes red. Really, I should put, I don't know why I have not put this in a red case. That's just stupid being in a blue case. It should be in a red case. But I really enjoyed this one. I'm going to probably admit that I enjoyed this one a little bit more than the original. Because I think the original was a product of its time, and I think this works better for a more modern audience. I'll probably get rap for it in the comments down below, but whatever. I don't give a shit. But I did enjoy the original film, but I felt I enjoyed this one just a little smidgen more. Yeah, there we go. So that is Carrie. Okay, so last up, I know we've got to the end already. I did decide in the end to watch The Iron Claw. Zac Efron gives the performance of a lifetime. You wouldn't even recognise Zac Efron in this. He looks like a tank had sexual relationships with the Hulk. He's so beefed up. His neck is like part of his head. Yeah, but obviously he's really worked out in this. This is the story of the Von Erich brothers, which are a family of wrestlers back in the 80s, who won all these championships and are trying to become the world wrestling champions. But disaster hits the family. Certain things happen to certain members of the family. You can't believe that so many things can happen to one family. And it's very tragic. It's a bit sad in places. The characters in this, the cast were fantastic. Zac Efron was brilliant. Also, what's his name? Jeremy Allen White. Where is he? There he is. Jeremy Allen White there. Now, he's in a show called The Bear at the moment, which I got to admit I started to watch, but I only lasted one episode. So maybe I should try again and stick with it, because apparently it's supposed to be quite popular. But I remember him from the US Shameless. So I was watching him in Shameless for must be about 10 years. But yeah, this is a very good biographical sporting film, but shows you what can happen to people, that you least expect. And it's basically heartbreaking for some of the characters. All the performances were fantastic. It's 132 minutes. It had a Dolby Atmos soundtrack, and I just thought it was a really good, heartbreaking, biographical sports film. Yeah. So there we go. That is The Iron Claw. That didn't take long, did it? 13 minutes. Yes. Wow, that's what happens if you cut out all of your waffling bollocks. So there we go. So just 4 for now. Iron Claw, Carrie, Altitude and Twister. I think I might just keep it going like this, just not to wait a month or wait 6 weeks to hope that I see enough films, and holding out hope that I'm going to see enough films on physical to actually do a review. But as soon as I hit like 5, I'm just going to do a short video and talk about them. If you like that idea, put it down in the comments, and also let me know if you want a more polished video with lots of editing and photos and videos, or if you just want it raw like this with me just talking absolute waffle for about 20 minutes. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like it by giving it some thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and share. I can stick this video up now because I don't have to muff about with any editing. Till the next video. Bye bye.